鋼の錬金術師
Chapter 58 is Hametsu no Ashioto. So Hametsu is like destruction and destruction. So the remains or the footsteps, Ashioto. I think this is actually footsteps. The footsteps of ruin. Hametsu no Ashioto. Okay, and we start in a flashback. So let me get my book for reference. I just noticed the back of this is an advertisement for a Fullmetal Alarm Clock, a Full Metal alarm clock. Interesting. Interesting to see that they actually use the term full metal. I don't know that we've seen that actually used in the story. Kekyoku gunjin ni natta no ka, Roy. So in the end, you became an army person, huh, Roy? Hi, sensei. Yes, teacher or master, whatever this is. This is sensei as in shisho, so this is probably more likely a master. Yuku yuku wa 国家錬金術師の資格を取って国のために働きたいと思っています。Okay. Yuku yuku. On the way or someday. So as for someday, getting or taking the what is it, like the certification, the shikaku, the of being a state alchemist. What is shikaku? It's like qualifications, yeah. So someday taking or receiving the qualifications of being a state alchemist, and for the purposes of the country, wanting to work, I think. Pita. Okay, interesting person. Yahari, as I thought, Mada omae ni hono no renkin jutsu wa hayai na. As I thought, still to you, flame alchemy, as for that, it's early. Okay, interesting. So this must be, well, shisho. It's this is Roy's, I guess, person that he learned from. Mada desu ka? Like still not, I guess. 結局今まで錬金術の基礎しか教えてくれませんでしたね。当たり前。Okay. Kiso, foundation, basis. Okay, so like still, in the end, up until now, alchemy's basis only haven't you just taught me only the basics, I guess, of alchemy, the foundation of alchemy. Atarimae da, which I think is like obviously. Yeah, naturally, obviously. 軍の犬になり下がるようなやつには、基本を教えることですらもったいない。Okay, so as for to people or to guys who seem to want to lower themselves and become army dogs, teaching the basics is wasted. Yeah. 錬金術は大衆のためにですか? So alchemy is for the public, the masses. Isn't that right? He's quoting that phrase. The sensei, 私は軍にためになることが民衆のためにつながると思っています。Okay, so つながる should be like to connected. つながる, yeah, to be connected. So as for me, teacher, as for me, for the purposes of the army, or the purposes of becoming, wait, 私は軍のためになること. So like, I guess the event of becoming for the purposes of the army, it's for the purposes of the people being connected to, or so I think. Shuhen shokokuの脅威にさらされている今、軍の強化こそが急務。This is duty, 急務. No, urgent business. All right. 周辺諸国. Shuhen is the outskirts, and Shuhen Shokoku is the surrounding countries. No kyoi. Sarasarete. Oh boy. Oops. So like being exposed to the threat of surrounding countries, the army's kyoka koso ga kyumu. The strengthening the army is urgent. Kokumin o mamoru tame ni renkinjutsu wa, as for alchemy, for the purposes of protecting the citizens of the country, sonna uke uri wa kiki akita. Okay, so that sort of uke uri, that sort of retail. Uke uri is retail, but it is also means the secondhand knowledge. That sort of secondhand knowledge, I'm going to guess this is like tired of hearing. Kiki akita. Yeah, tired of hearing. Tired of hearing that sort of secondhand knowledge. Sensei horo no chishiki ga areba, kono kokka shikaku o toru no mo yoi deshou ni. Okay, so teacher's extent of knowledge, if it's that, the state qualifications taking them, even that would be simple, probably. 正直先生ほどの方がそんな極貧でくすぶっているのは耐え難い. Okay, so speaking frankly, master's extent of a person in this sort of a severe poverty, gokuhin, yeah, destitution. In this sort of destitution, kusubuteru no wa, smoldering in this sort of destitution. As for that, it's hard to endure. So we get an outside shot of the kind of looking nice house, but it also looks kind of run down. You see cracks and stuff. 国家資格を取って研究費の支給を受ければ先生の研究もさらに上に。Okay. So taking or getting the state license or qualifications, research funds, shikyu, provision of research funds. If you receive sensei's research, even sensei's research would go like above and beyond. Sarani ueni. Yeah, all the more and up. Kata. Sono hitsuyo wa nai. That sort of a thing is not, or that sort of a necessity does not exist. It's like, that's not necessary. 私の研究はとの昔に完成している。So as for my research, I think this is like a long time ago perfected or completed. Yeah, completed. Mukashi normally means just a long time ago, but to no mukashi, I guess maybe adds a little bit more, like long time ago and far away. To no mukashi. Saiko saikyo no renkinjutsu da. It's the highest and strongest alchemy. 使い方によっては最強にもなりうる。Right, that's a different third saikyo. Okay, this might be a case of saying one thing but meaning another. Bad luck. Okay, yeah. I guess as for the regards of using it, according to the way of using it, or as for according to the way of using it, it becomes okay. It can become the biggest evil, I guess, according to the way of using it. That makes sense. 使い方によっては, as for the way it's being used, or according to how it's used, even to the biggest evil or badness, it can become. そして満足してしまった. I guess, and what's more, like, became satisfied? Sufficient? That's what this says. did sufficiency, did satisfaction. The English went completely different as far as I can tell and said, unfortunately, I became complacent. I mean, I guess I could see how if you're satisfied, you could become complacent, but he seems to be talking, he says shimata, so there's regret. That can be regret in being satisfied or something. But that's a little interesting. 錬金術師は生きている限り真理を追い求めずにはいられない生き物だ。So as for alchemists, living gakiri or kagiri living limits, or as far as possible, maybe as long as they're alive. Alchemists, as long as they're alive, the truth, chasing after, no. Oi moto. To pursue. But it's negative, without pursuing. Oh, this is a double negative. So, must pursue. They're living creatures. Okay. As for alchemists, they are living creatures that must pursue the truth, like, as long as they're alive. 考えることをやめたとき、錬金術は死ぬ。So, the time stopping about thinking. Wait. As for alchemists, the time they stop thinking about things, I guess, they die. Dakara watashi wa to no mukashi ni shinde shimatta ningen da. Okay. So he said his work has already been completed, so he confirms that. He says, therefore, as for me, a long time ago, like, I died as a human. Shinda naro to iwanai de kudasai. So, like, saying you're dead and things like that, please don't say. その力をどうかこれからの世のために So that power or that strength somehow from here on for the purposes of the world ... Chikara ka power goal cough. Chikara ga hoshii ka wanting power roi. Oh. Gobble. There's something about their teachers like coughing up blood. Oh. Sensei! Sensei! Kimi no...
R.I.P.
Yeah. Kimi no seichou o mitodokete kara... Kimi no seichou... So seichou is growth or growth to adulthood. So your growth to adulthood, mitodokete kara, after making sure of your growth to adulthood, sazukeyo to omoteta. Like I thought I would grant it. after seeing your progress to adulthood. Zanenda. It's regrettable. 私にはもう教える時間がない. So it's regrettable. As for to me, no longer time to be able to teach, no longer time to teach. There's no longer time available to teach. Goho, cough. Na, what? Go. Daga, however, 私の研究のすべては娘が知ってる. However, my research, all of it, as for that, daughter knows. My daughter knows all of my research. Kimi ga watashi no renkin jutsu o chikara o tarashi houkou ni tsukau toyu nara hiden o sazukete, that's that, to grant, sazukete kureru daro. So, you, my research as a direct object, chikara as a direct object, tadashi houkou, like the correct, just way of using things, houkou, direction, course. If it's using it, hiden o ukete kureru, the secret formula, receiving, we'll do the favor of receiving or giving the granting the secret formula. Okay, so yeah, okay, so you, my alchemy and power, like in the right way or right direction, using, if it's that way, or if that's what you say, then we'll do the favor of granting the secret formula. He's talking about his daughter, I guess. Bolta, drip. Sumanai, I'm sorry. Shikari shite kurasai, please hang in there. Kenkyu ni bato suru amari nani mo shite yare nakatta. Bato. Is it pato? No. Oh, poto. Boto. Immersing oneself. Okay. Immersing oneself too much in research, nothing like nothing can be done. Sensei, Hokku. Ah. Oh. Here we go. Hokuai Sensei. Master Hawkeye. Sumanai Riza. I'm sorry, Riza. Doka. Somehow. Dareka. Somebody. Oh, this is Roy. Somebody. Dareka. Dareka Ishao. Somebody. A doctor. Dareka inai ka. Is nobody there? Kan. There she is. So remember, at the end of the last chapter, we saw the reveal that Hawkeye had this detailed tattoo on her back that looked like alchemy stuff. So now we're seeing some of the reason for that. Riza! So here we go, chapter 58. Hametsu no ashioto. Again, the footsteps of destruction or ruin. Okay, here she is. There she was, and now she is here. Ed was knocking on her door to return the gun. What's the dog's name? Hayate? Something like that. Gomennasai ne, Eduardo-kun. Sorry about that, Ed. Black Hayate. 1. いや、よくあることがだから。Like, I think he's saying, like, no, this happens often, I think. Yeah, that's what he... よくあることだから. So, like, frequently exists thing because. Dame. She's like, no, bad. Are? Huh? Danboru no yama. So, like, a pile of cardboard? A mountain of cardboard? Hikoshi janai yo na? Like, moving is not? Like, you're not moving, are you? Ah, kore? Oh, this? Centralu ni hikoshite kite kara nimotsu o katsuzukeru hima ga nakute ne. So, after coming and moving to Central, luggage or the luggage, cleaning up the luggage, free time has not existed. So this is still from the original move out there. Mada shibaraku wa kono mama ne. So it's still been a while like this. Or maybe like still for a while it's like this. That's probably better. Still as for a while this way. I don't know that we've seen her with her hair down before. Taisa ni kitaんだけど、大相と次でだって. So heard it from the colonel, but Super President's aide is what he said. You are? Yep. そっちの話も聞いたわ. That way, that guy's story heard. Oh, I guess I heard about that guy. Or I heard about your story. I heard about you, Solchi. I guess if she were saying the super president, she would have said Achi. So, heard about your situation. Winri-chan ga hyōteki ni sareteru te koto mo. Even the part about Winry like becoming a target. I think that's what hyōteki is. Target. Yeah. Fushi fun is someone's just humming something. 廊下でするような話じゃないわね. So in the hallway, basically this isn't a story for talking in the hallway. 入りなさい. Come in. 何もないけどお茶くらいは出せるわ. Nothing exists. Like I don't have anything, but to the extent of tea I can bring out. Like I will bring out some tea. Chinori. Okay, so transition. She's got the gun. She's pulled out the magazine. Chinori ga sugoi tsumatteru n dakedo. Chinori. Sticky clots of blood. Mmm. So it's packed. It's packed with an incredible amount of sticky clots of blood. Ah, gomen. Oh, sorry. これ、固まらないうちに掃除しちゃおうわね. So this thing, like while it's not hard, meaning the blood, like you should clean it. You should clean this up while the blood's not hard, before the blood hardens. I think that's what it means. Yeah. The English went with, I better clean this before it's ruined. But I think she's saying, like, typically you would clean this before the blood hardens. Which is actually, I think, better. Because it confirms that she's had to clean her weapons from blood before. Okay. ちょっと... Oh. Kusai. Kusanaru. Okay, so... Kanben shitene. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so... Basically, she's saying a little bit oily, abura kusa, smelling like oil. It will become, basically, sorry for that, or pardon. Yeah, so she's disassembling the gun. She's got the oil out. 銃何発がか使ったけど、人は撃ってないよ. Okay, I guess this is Ed saying this. He says, the gun, some number of shots, used it for a number of shots, but as for people, did not shoot. So, I see. 人を撃たずに済んでエドワード君も元気に戻ってこれたのならそれに越したことはないわ. Okay. So without shooting people, finishing without shooting people, Edward also healthy, returning, and coming back. If that's the case, それに越したこと. Moreover, or in addition, 越したことはない. It is not a 越したこと. はあ、越したこと. I don't know what 越したこと would mean. Maybe like, it's not a big deal. 撃たせずに済んだ. Being done without shooting. じゃなくて, it's not that. 撃ってなかったんだ. It's not shooting. Oh. 撃ってなかったんだ. So it's not without being done without shooting. It's 撃ってなかった. Could not shoot. Not able to shoot. 仲間が危ないって時にも引き金が引かなかった. Okay, so again, hikenakata, unable to pull, i.e. the trigger. So friends being in, even in the time friends were in danger, hikigane. I guess that's the trigger? Yeah, unable to pull the trigger, even when my friends were in danger. Gunに在籍してるから、銃は見慣れてした、慣れていたし、いつか使う時が来るかもと思ってた。Okay. So, like, to the army or in the army, zaiseki, enrollment. Because enrolled in the army, as for guns, like accustomed to seeing, became used to seeing, sometime using them, sometime having to use them, coming, I was thinking I would probably have to use it at some point. Demo, いざとなったら撃てなかった。When push came to shove, could not shoot. Not able to shoot. ダメだよな. Okay, this is still Ed. Like, it's no good or I'm no good. 覚悟がないから, because was not prepared, or because preparation did not exist. 周りに迷惑かけてばっかりで. It's always an annoyance. It's always troublesome to like the people around me. 何かあったの? What happened? Q. She's cleaning all the pieces. Scar がウィンリーの両親の敵だった。So Scar, both of Winry's parents, there's the Kataki again. He's the villain. He's the killer, the nemesis of both parents of Winry. あいつがスカーに銃を向けたとき、心臓嫌だと思ったんだ。That guy, to Scar, meaning I guess this is Winry, that person, to Scar, the gun pointing time, the time she pointed the gun at Scar, thought in the heart, like, this is wrong, this is bad, this is detestable. 急に銃が怖いものに見えてさ. So suddenly, the gun, a scary thing, like, was visible. Or, yeah. The gun was visible as a scary object. 気がついたら、スカーの真ん前に飛び出して銃をさえ込んで、あいつに撃たせなかった。Okay. 気がついたら、Okay, so I guess when I noticed, or if I noticed, Scar directly in front, dashed out, 銃をさえ込んで, and the gun, like, pushing? Immobilizing. The gun immobilizing. And that person, meaning to Winry, uta senakata. Okay, this is utsu is to shoot. Utasenai is to make shoot, or utaseru is to make shoot. Or, and then nakata would be to make not shoot. Okay. So, but like when I realized it, dashed out directly in front of Scar, the gun immobilizing, on Winry, and to her making not shoot. Now, interesting too here, that seems to be what this says. The English went with begging Winry to lower the gun. Hey, it's Ed. 殺したいくらい憎かったと思うんだ. Okay, so to the extent of wanting to kill, I think was hated. Like, I think was hated to the extent of wanting to kill. Or dislike, I don't, okay. 今まで見たことないくらいワンワン泣いてたもん. So to this point, to the point of not having seen something about crying. Wan. Normally I would have said that's like a dog, but what else can it mean? Oh, I guess it can be the sound of crying. Wan. I guess like to this point hadn't seen her to that extent crying. Wan crying. あいついつも明るく振る舞っていたから気づかなかったけど。Okay. That person, again meaning Winry, sometime 明るく, like clearly 振る舞って, clearly behaving oneself because akaruku here meaning like cheerful, bright, colorful, cheerful. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so okay, yeah, that person meaning Winry, always cheerful and like behaving oneself or cheerfully behaving oneself or conducting herself. Because of that, didn't notice it, but 身内なくした苦しみを今ですと抱えてたんだよ。抱えてたんだよ。Right. Miuchi is like one's own family, or yeah, one's family. Nakushita. So the pain of one's own family dying to this point all along. Kakaete. She is holding that or carrying that burden, I guess you could say. Okay. だから俺もあるも絶対死なねえって約束して。Okay. Therefore, I and Al definitely not dying. We promised. We promised that we definitely wouldn't die. でも今回いろいろあって。However, this time around, various things happened. 結果的に生きて戻れたけど もしかしたら、またあいつを泣かすようなことになってたかもしれない。Okay. 結果的. 結果 is like the outcome, the results. Concerning the results as opposed to the means to it. Okay. So you're talking about the results, you don't care about the means. If you say kekateki. Ikitemura, so staying alive and coming back, or returning and coming back. Perhaps again that guy or that person meaning Winry, nakasu yona koto. To make someone cry. Seeming to make someone cry event. It became perhaps. Perhaps again. So I guess in the end we made it back alive, but perhaps again that person might make we could have made that person cry again, I think is the way to take that one. Honto dameda. It's really no good. Or I'm really no good, but honto dameda. Shinpai kakete bakka de kakugo nakute. So like just worrying and not prepared. Rin ga tasukete kurenakatta dou natte ka? Okay, so Lin, if Lin hadn't done the favor of saving, what would have happened? Ikite kaete koreta kara koso no nayami ne. So like surviving it, living and coming back, or like surviving and returning, because of that, and just because of that, that's the worry. Because she's like saying you're able to worry because you survived. Sol yatte nayande haizuri mawatte kakko warukutatte ikinobi nakkya taisetsu na hito no tame ni mo. So doing things that way and worrying, haizuri, creeping and crawling around, kakko, splendidly bad, ikinobi nakya, like and having to survive. Precious people, it's for precious people. Okay, so it's for the people that are precious. So like needing to survive, and I guess splendidly bad things, and struggling and creeping and crawling and worrying. That's why you do those things for the people that you love, I guess. Mamotte agete ne. So do the favor of protecting. Eh? Huh? How long is this going to keep going? Oof. Okay. 大好きなんでしょう、Winry ちゃんのこと。So like, you love her, don't you, Winry? Booba! Kyan! Spits out onto the dog. they're, they're both they're both speechless.いや、そんなあればただの幼なじなれ家族みたいな。Oh, okay, so she's like family. Like, what are you saying? No, no, no. That sort of a thing. It's just Osana. Is that like childhood friend? Yeah. Osanaji, like, she's a childhood friend. She's like family. Mamoru toka, nan toka, atarimae cha, chu ka. So protecting and whatever, obviously, boon, boon, boon. Omoshiroi. Interesting. Is that 超級に弱いのね? No, what is that? I'm trying to look up that kanji, this word here. There it is. Chokyu, a straight pitch, a straight ball, straight or frankly, like, is weak. She's saying that's weak. Like that was a weak pitch. Gomenasai ne. Sorry. Winri-chan to Ska no koto shiranakatta kara. I didn't know about Winry and Scar. Or the thing, the event about Winry and Scar. Omo ni naru mono motasechatta wa ne. Oh, omo ni. There we go. A heavy burden. A thing became a heavy burden. Matasechata. I guess I made you hold on to a heavy burden, meaning the gun. Hae. He's like, that was fast. Cha. She's got it all back together. Chui-sa, Lieutenant, sore omo ni omotta koto ne no. So that thing, thinking of it as a burden, is that not? Does that not exist? Maybe for you? Omoi toka tsurai toka ima sarai no shikaku wa watashi ni wa nai mono. Okay, so heavy things and bitter or painful things. Ima sara. Like now, at this late hour, at this point, saying shikaku. I don't think that means qualifications here. No, it does. Like the qualifications to say something at this late hour, to me, they don't exist. Basically, I can't complain at this late hour. Nande? Why? 過去に人の命をたくさん奪ってるから。Because, like a long time ago, or in the past, no. Because in the past, the lives of many people I took. そして、この道を行くって決めたのも自分だから。So therefore, this going down this path, it's been decided by myself. Or as for the one deciding to go down this path, it was myself. 人の命ってishvaru? The people's lives, you say. Ishval? そうよ. That's right. ishvaru no hanashi. So, the Ishval situation, or the story of Ishval, 聞いていいかな? Like, can I hear it, I guess? Or if I ask, is that okay? 大佐は聞いても何も言わねえし. As for the colonel, even if he asks, like, I won't say anything. Oh, no. This is still Ed. This throws me off. If I don't know the right person, I get the wrong persons. If this is Ed, as for the colonel, even if I ask, he doesn't say anything. Winry no ryoshi no kotomo, even stuff about Winry's parents, Scar no kotomo, and stuff about Scar, Naira no hotan? The origin no hotan ni natta kodomo shasatsu jiken mo, or even the Civil War's origin becoming the child assassin event. Yeah. Oh, this is the shooting death. Or even the event of the shooting death of the child that became the origin of the Civil War. 知らないことばかりで自分の無知さに参る。Unknown things, just those, my own lack of knowledge, muchi, ignorance, mairu. This is either, I guess, I'm defeated, I'm annoyed, I'm not sure. I'm annoyed about my own ignorance about all the things that I don't know about, maybe. Okay. Gosh. 習慣でしか語れないけど。習慣, subjectivity, or one's personal opinion. Katarenai. Katare. So I guess this is can only speak from personal experience, but watashi ga, I, Ishivaru senmetsu sen ni kakawakatta no wa shikan gakko saigo no toshi datta. Okay. We're getting a little bit, I guess, of a flashback here, but I guess she's going to talk over it all. So I, the in the Ishvalan extermination war, kakawata no wa. Concerning that, as for about that, I guess. Shikan Gakko, some sort of school. Warrior or something. Officer school. Officer school, the final year. It was the final year of officer school. Shikan Gakko sei wa sotsugyo suru toshi ni jichi kunren toshite senji ni dasareruんだけど. Okay. So as for the officer school students, like the year of graduation, Jichi Kunren, like actual place training? The actual site. Like in order to train on the actual site, to the battlefield, they're sent. Okay. They're sent to the battlefield for like on-site training. Okay, we're getting an image of Armstrong here. 私のいた学校が東だったのと、何より現場の人員不足ってことで、イシュバルに配置されてね。Okay, so I guess the school I was in was in the east, and so because of that, more than anything, the location, Jiin, I guess, but more than that, the location's lack of personnel, that event, Tuishvalen, Haichi, was arranged. Deployment was arranged. Or deployment was done. そのままずるずると戦地の奥深くまで引っ張られていくことになったわ。Okay. So as things were, ずるずると, the sound of dragging, inconclusive but unwanted situation, the battlefields, like deeper in to the point of deeper into the battlefield, I guess, like being dragged. Hipparu, yeah, was pulled. And that's how it became. Okay, that's kind of vague. Was pulled further into the battlefield. Okay, we're getting a flashback across a bunch of people. We're back to Marco and Scar here. Ishibaru wa ima to suna darake no sabishii tochi. So as for Ishval, it was a sad land, a sad place covered with rocks and sand. Sonna tochi dakara, kairitsu no sabishii shukyou ga umareta no mo, kyoji na minzoku ni natta no mo, muri karanu koto deshou ne. Okay, so that, because it's that sort of a place, that sort of a location, kairitsu no sabishii, a religious precept. Shukyo, I think, then is like religion. So a strict religion of precepts or disciplines, being born, even that, and kyojin na minzoku, a strong or tenacious people becoming muri karane. It's not impossible. It's not an impossible thing. Okay. Or not surprising. It's probably not surprising that in such a place that with a strict religion and or a strict religion being born and a resilient people came out of that place. Okay, we appear to be fading to a transition with Scar back here. So what's going on here is, right, Winry was talking and we sort of flashed across a bunch of people and we flashed across them through that whole dialogue, and now here we are with pre-Scar. So this appears to be a flashback. So that will be a good stopping point.